that's tragedy. They say justice, I see parody.
Okay, new hero added to the game. Tank hero, of course. For me, I already recorded this video and I was in the editing process and the sound was gone. So let's get you caught up. I did the summoning 180, didn't go past that, didn't go well. I already have her in terms of evolution at Immortal, EX30, talents are done. I also went through a couple of content with her. So again, see a lot of what she can bring to the table. PvE and PvP, right? Of course, you click on this video to see if she's worth summoning for. Obviously, in this game, get a copy of the hero. You can slowly build them out, which is awesome, right? You can gather the resources. It may take you some time, whether you're free to play or pay to win. It may take you some time. So let's actually hop into the strategy here, right? HP, damage reduction she gains from her common skill and also from her ultimate. Opportunistic, vigorous. Again, why not resonance? Because again, with resonance, she wouldn't necessarily need it because Connor gives you a full bar. One complaint that I have, I've said it in the recording before, was that she has the ability to be immune. I think it's under her passive to be immune to her HP not being manipulated. That's the best way to put it. But she doesn't have that for her energy. I wish she did, because when facing the energy units, they reduce your energy. That would have been a great counter against the energy team, right? So let's just go through this again because I did it before, but you didn't see it. So we'll watch this fight here. This kind of show you the ultimate and then particularly how she is. So in the beginning, she does a common skill and then she's just standing around, right? Her energy's not regenerating there, which is weird because technically you're taking damage. And this is what our ultimate looks like, right? And she's just standing there. There's a lot of standing around. I'm trying to figure out if that's normal, right? The pulsing above the spider links, or is that because of her watch? When they get close, they're gonna die. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it's her or what, but they end up dying there. It is what it is. What can you do, right? Let's just move on to here. This one, the initial damage, right? Again, the big thing about this is that if you can take them out in the initial hit that you do, then you could win. If not, you're probably gonna end up, dying. Most heroes die here unless they have a revive, and she can do it in one strike. So this is why I run crit rate on her. So with that being said, actually let's move on to this one, right? And then we'll take a look at her gears. I know we're going back and forth. For me, primarily here, I put on damage reduction. You don't necessarily need to. You can go full on HP. When you go full on HP, you kind of miss out on crit rate, right? Just having all HP here, HP here, HP here. No accuracy needed. Love that. Additional damage reduction don't hurt, right? In PvP, I go this way where I run some additional crit rate. She can crit, which is great. The ultimate does reflexive damage with questionable, right? But for right now, I'm actually gonna keep her in this because she seems like she does a lot more damage in that situation, because the first time I tried that, she didn't do that. So let's just see how this is. This might be the goated way. Wow. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Okay, so now we kind of get to see the reflexive damage in action, because the one in the back there is technically addition on damage, right? She takes that out. She just stands there for a moment, and this is supposed to be reflecting damage. It's not really doing much, but she's doing a good amount of damage off of the swing, right? He's gonna come back out, multi-punch to the face. Oh no, they're not back. Oh, she dodged a multi-punch. So she's actually gonna end up beating this. I think it was just good RNG. The only problem here is actually I could just turn her off so she just do a common skill, right? Common skill does a lot of damage. It just soaks up damage. Boom, 200. That's a good amount of damage there. Oh, And then she survived going all the way over there. Multi-punch is coming your way, by the way. Ooh, didn't get it off. For me, the first time I played through this, it was different. Yeah, she felt different, so she's looking different here. Let's take her into endless. All right, so in endless battles here, I went this route, but I'm feeling this one right here. I'm feeling the additional crit rate, so I'm actually gonna keep it like it is and just see what our damage is looking like, because this one was more of a damage test. Honestly, you know what? Turn this off. Just turn it off, right? And just have her swinging the. She'll stand there for a little bit, but she'll just swing her common skill, right? I wish she converted damage reduction into HP. That would have made a lot of sense, right? But again, her ultimate is not really gonna do nothing because these enemies here, they don't dish out a lot of damage. So just go to 1 minute here and see how she is. She's very close to Awakened 7 or in, and Panda is gone. Connor is definitely gone. We already know that. That's not a surprise. And I think it's a lot better when you don't activate her ultimate, because these enemies are not dishing out a lot of damage. So we'll leave it at that. So in Katojian, I'm telling you, I already did all of this. That's why everything is already seemed like it's already pre-set up, because I already recorded the video. So here, we'll just run through this real quick. Team Annihilation, they did it in 18 seconds in the other video. Let's see if they can beat their time. Not going to touch anything. We're just going to keep it the same. Team Annihilation is just great. That's why when it comes to units for PvE, like, what's the point if you already have this built out? They run through everything. The only problem is that you can only use it one time, right? Of course, especially in situations like that. So 15 seconds. It was 18 last time. Kara did it in 15. Can he beat his time, right? But let's see how it goes here and get that ultimate off, my boy. It's gonna be close. Gonna be close. What is it? 15. Yeah, he did it in 15. They did it in 15. That's great. Now here comes the problem. So here, the damage is coming out very fast, heavy, and the boss dishes it out. That's why I was wondering, where is the reflective damage? I don't see any of it. It's not happening. She's at 0 damage right now. So at this point, can we turn this thing off and pick and choose when we activate it? Okay, that did a decent amount of damage, but that was from what, the knockdown? I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. So she ends up dying here, which is understandable, because this boss, he ends up killing the whole team. He kills everyone. Everybody dies. Connor, Awakened 10, we don't care. Well, he don't care. Your Awakened, 7, what's his name? Orton, we don't care. Your spirits, we don't care. Your res, we don't care. Candace making you bigger, still don't care. Dead. Yeah, and that's what happens. So again, it's not a matter of trying to beat it, it's just a showcasing, right? And the thing about this one is, he who gets knocked down does the big damage. Can't even get through phase 1. Connor, phase 1. Can you get past it, my boy? You don't do knockdowns, Connor? He doesn't do knockdowns from his swings. Okay, sure. At least we did better this time. Last time was worse. I don't know what the shift was, but there was definitely a big shift. So now we'll hop into PvP. Let's just take on another tank team. This is the tank team that I'm potentially going to run going forward. I love this a new support that came out. Granted, her ultimate isn't the greatest, but the stuns, it's just priceless. It really is. It's priceless stuns. And of course, I don't think they have Connor. Abaddon could be very annoying to deal with, but again, it's just the showcase of her. What can she do in PvP? How is it reflexive? I don't know why I want to say reflexive. Reflect damage. But I think a big part of her damage is her common skill. So in that situation, damage wasn't too crazy. Orton, right? Orton, Connor. Alright, let's take on a bigger, stronger tank team. In the recording, right? The other recording I had, we lost this fight. And I completely didn't realize that originally when we had fought this fight, he had Alistar back there. For what reason? I don't know. Why would you need Alistar on this team? This tank team's already crazy enough. And then you add an Alistar on top of it. You see how they're just standing around. But again, the other problem is if you're facing the mirror, it's kind of pointless to run this support here, because but I know why the reason why it's pointless is because Connor, his shields, right? His shields, you're immune to control effects, and stuns is considered control effects. So we're already set up to fail there. So her stuns are gonna end up being useless against the mirror, especially if you have Connor going on, because you know a lot of this PvP portion is you're gonna mirror the teams. So keep that in mind. So let's run it again. And who would I want to run additionally and still be viable? Panda, no, because Panda ended up dying. Let's go here. What happens if we run the same thing he's running, right? Since he want to do that, let's just see if we can mirror them, right? Without, what are we missing? Uguay. Let's see. So again, it seems like he has energy down, right? Yeah, so now our Canis should be able to get the ultimate off. His Kara's back here, which is annoying to deal with. We have a couple of layers. She's weird. What is her damage looking like? Her damage gets so bad here. How do we lose whatchamacallit back here? Canis with Alistar back here. It's a tough fight. We would probably need energy to beat this tank team. So she's soaking up damage there, and they would just melt into her HP. Tough tank team, right? And eventually we're going to have to face it with other units. I can't wait. Hopefully it keeps this tank team so we can use it as a testing team, right? All right. So here we have a summoner team, right? Very interested to see how it goes. I always complain, well, not always, I am complaining about the fact that how do you get immunity to HP manipulation and not energy when the team that you're going to go against have the ability to reduce your energy? Wow, okay. Running through the summoner team pretty simply, okay. So now let's just up the competition, face the two teams that have max LB, max Connor, max Sekai, max Deiji. It's like a whole SP team. Yeah, might as well call it Team SP. Max Sekai, max Deiji, max LB, max Connor, right? I don't want to use this because this is not a team that I want to use. I don't want to use Alistar. At least they don't have Alistar, right? That's a plus. Not like it really matters. Sekai is one of the bigger problems here because she is just annoying. Obviously serve and all of that. And again, I did the same mistake that I made before. I still ended up putting Connor there. Okay, Connor is dead, but his layers are still around. And we also have LB, because probably LB, no, they also have LB. LB ended up killing Connor or locking him down. That's why he probably died so fast. But again, where is she? She did some damage. Yeah, it's a tough team to beat. That's all SPs. Come on. Can I beat it? Possibly, right? So, I don't know what's going on with my CP. Makes no sense, but that's not true. There it is. That's much better. Okay, so this fight here. In the other recording, I fought this fight a couple of times, and I realized something. With this team, the tank team, to, you know, somewhat compete, not saying they're gonna win 100% of the time, you need your Orton, your SP Orton, to be awakened. He does a great amount of damage, and if you can get him to SP 7, he'll just help out against energy, because most people are gonna run what? Energy versus your tank team. And let's just see how they do here. Hopefully this is one of the ones where we get the win, but you never know. You don't know what you're gonna get. So with him, he has all these SBs. All of his SBs are at least SB 10. So Constant, Ravenna, Skino, and Jane are coming out. So here, this is the point where it's win or lose right there. So we have Sekai back there. She's getting beat up on, right? and she died, which this just looks great, right? Right? Yeah, it does. Doesn't it look beautiful? I love that. Remember, this is that energy team. It's beautiful. I love that. Look at how much investment this guy has into his energy team. But again, he's focused on melee damage reduction. Okay. And then in the middle, he also has energy down, energy protection, life steal, all of the fun stuff that you would need for your team. And I'm pretty sure these additional units here are SB 9 or higher. The Ravenna, the Jaina, because Jaina is Awakened 10 apparently. Skino's SB, I'm pretty sure I've seen this in Hell Arena, so I know. Alright, we'll run it one more time just to see if it's a fluke. But again, I feel like it comes down to RNG, right? So we take out Miranda, which helps a lot, right? Miranda's dead. They don't have that protection. We can take out Nord too, because Nord provides the stun for them. But I'm telling you, they're bringing in a lot of SB support, and their SBs goes off multiple times. So see, it comes down to RNG, and can we close in that gap right there? So it's not always going to be a guaranteed win, right? But I'm telling you that, wait, that was weird. Barag didn't go off at all. What? Barag's thing did not trigger at all. So since it's not going to trigger, and it's based off of ultimate, let's put Dorelli in there just for the giggles, right? Who else could help here? Actually, this one. There we go. And then we'll get on out of here. Let's use Arcadia for the confusion, right? Because we need them to move around a little bit. We need to buy a little bit of time. Because if we can stun them, so now they don't have the protective layers. They're out in the open. Wish we had somebody who can block invincibility, huh? Right? And we already lost her. Okay, if we can kill Sekai in this thing here, yeah. But once you kill Sekai, the team falls apart. So the tanks can beat them. Tanks can beat them. Just to kind of see, right? Because again, the tanks were there. They got it done, right? And distraction from Arcadia, right? I just wanted to see a quick comparison here. Is it possible for my energy team to beat them? No. Energy team basically got packed up. They're basically going to die here. It could come down to Sekai versus Loris. And Loris is going to end up dying. And yeah, she comes back to life, right? No, she still got one more in the tank. And she's dead. Right? Okay. So you see, my energy team lost, tanks won. Okay, let's see how my summoner team does. And actually, that's wrong. Ooh, what was that? What was that? Wait a minute. Oh, Sekai. Sekai is a big problem. Sekai is a huge problem to deal with. Her versus them. Yeah, it's not even a fair fight. Should be dead there. Dead. Okay. Alright. Can't get in close. She's already in invincibility state. Why? Why was she in invincibility state? Who is she fighting? What is going on? Oh, Deji. Can target her. Can see her. Can't target her. Very close. Very close fight. But as you can see, Tank's beating them. I wanted to show you a comparison. Tank's beating them. Summoners pushed them to the limit a little bit with what's her name? Sona. Sona actually helped us out. The Whirlpool does a good amount of damage to them. Let's try the Vanguards and see. Right? They should be able to beat energy according to them. Right? Okay, we already pushed Alice. No, because the invincibility could be coming from Skino. Okay. Lock down Sekai, please, which will be nice. And it's just the SB support. It's just crazy. Barag is dead. Wow. 1v5? Oh no, Barag's still alive. Okay. LB, it's up to you. It's really up to you, my guy. Seikai's gonna go off. Is she dead? No, she's right there. Okay. Vanguards couldn't beat it. They couldn't, right? I'm telling you, this team is tough. I wanted to show you that. Okay, so we're back to the tanks, right? And we'll try close on out the video and leave it at that. I just wanted to go around the circle so you can see that it's not a team where it's like, okay, they did well. Like, again, RNG plays a huge part in all of this, right? If we can get up to here, right there is beautiful. That was beautiful where Orton came in. He came in at the right time, just what the doctor ordered, and we lost. We lost, actually. You know why we lost? Because we were right. We were right there. We didn't kill Carriolis, and I seen it. And it's gonna take a lot to come back from what we're going against. That moment there, and see, look at Barag. Look at Barag. What is happening here? He did not use his support ability at all. He still had 4. I don't know if that's a problem, so I'm actually gonna take out Barag because he's not doing anything. He's really not. He's actually not helping. So I don't know what's happening, or is it because we cannot activate our ultimate? So let's just run it again with Arcadia and see if that's the concoction that we might need to use to beat them, because they get distracted. That buys a few more seconds. They're just standing around. They're already stunned. Orton comes in for the kill, and Panda for the closeout. Panda, where are you? Okay, so one thing I'm realizing too, maybe we don't even run the Panda here, right? Because the units that are locked into, you need to do your ultimate, especially the SB. Okay, so SBs that require you casting your ultimate, especially if you have your tanks on defense, might not necessarily be the best way to go. You want ones that just come in regardless of what's happening of the situation. They come out based on time. Keep that in mind, because that's probably what's happening with Barag there. But it's not all her, you know. It's tough to see what she's bringing to the table. Could they win some of those fights because of the SPs? Possibly. But again, with her, I feel like something is off, per usual, right? Because now this is my second time making this video and using her before. She seems a lot different than before, but I think going this way with the higher damage reduction helped out a little bit, right? And then HP, crit rate, you run in some additional crit rate, higher crit rate. Her common skill is going to do a good amount of damage. What I would love for it to be is that she reflects the damage, absorbs some of it, and then when she uses her common skill, that's where the big damage comes from, right? But all in all, get a copy, right? Slowly build her if you have to. Eventually, what is going on with her feet? It's weird. She has some small feet. Eventually, either they're gonna make a change, because I don't feel like the reflective damage is working as intended. As we can see there in which one was that? The PvP portion. The damage reflected is not in comparison to the damage that was being dished out. And it's supposed to be even higher in PvE. PvP, her damage isn't that crazy. But again, this is my second go around of this video. So if you make it this far in the video, the word of the day is tanks. They did beat that energy team. All the other teams struggled, granted. I needed to move some stuff around on the summoner team, right? Yeah, because the tank team has their gems, so that's probably why they ended up losing that fight. But they did well there, decently. They got to Seikai. All the rest of the other units were dead, but that Seikai in there is already tough. So if you're new around here, we're on our way to 2,000 subscribers. We're 30 subscribers away. What do you get? Updates, guys, tier list walkthroughs, first looks, and all of that fun stuff, and a couple of other content, of course. Other games, I should say. For those that are rocking with me, let me know how your summoning went. Mine was actually atrocious. I didn't talk about it. And without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next video, peace.